What's good? What's going on? How you living? Hope well. If not, give me a hug. High five? Can't touch my hand. So, last week I posted a video pretty much trying to express to you all how amazing we are as human beings, right? I wanted to express to you all how you are a bundle of potential, right? And this channel, I want to make it a place in which all of us can come with our like minds and connect and grow and produce ideas that allow us to explore that potential, to explore the power of the mind and the depth of the human spirit. Let's explore that together. Let's grow together. That is what this place is for, because I love to help bring other people to their own personal truths and inspire you all. If a lot of you, if you don't have a source of love or a source of inspiration, I try to be a source for you. That's what I love to do. And so that's what this channel here is all about, right? Exploring, sharing, and connecting and growing together. So with that being said, I got a really interesting question in my inbox from our buddy John Smith. All right, John, how you doing? Good. Hope you're doing good. All right. But so he sent me this message pretty much describing this really bizarre experience that he's been having for about 5 to 7 years now, right? And I mean, that's a long time, 5 to 7 years to be having a certain experience. But in his experience, he is being followed around basically by 3 numbers. And he sees these numbers everywhere, right? He sees them on clocks, he sees them on billboards, on phone numbers, on license plates, pretty much wherever you can think of. He sees them there. And it's not like he's looking for these numbers, but like an internal drive or a connection is made prior to him even seeing them, and then he turns and he sees them, So he wants to know what these are about. He goes on and he does a little research, and he comes across numerology, angel numbers, the study of numbers in a divine way, the study of patterns that indicate a connection is being made between a higher spirit in another dimension and the human spirit, right? What is this all about? He wants to have a perspective on this. Is this stuff just wacky? Is it just, hocus pocus, or am I crazy, or what is this, right? And the reason I decided to do a response via video versus in the inbox, John, is because I want to express to you where I'm coming from in a more exciting way, because I have and am going through the exact same thing, which is so amazing. It's like the law of attraction. Like, you were brought to this page, and now we can kind of exchange thoughts on this, right? But I am and have been going through the same exact thing, which is, really weird, and it's not something you really talk about to other people, because they're like, okay, yeah, sure. All right, buddy. Yeah. Are you just looking for the numbers? It's just a coincidence, right? But I totally understand where you're coming from, and the connection with the numbers is amazing, because, I'm just going to go ahead and share my story to possibly shed some light on your story for you. Maybe it'll answer some questions for you. But and I'll leave a link for you in the description box so you can kind of get to know that number a little bit more if you haven't already. But so one day I got off of work, right? I'm tired. I'm like, yes, I'm off of work. I go up and I sit down in the locker room, get ready to change clothes. But before I do, I'm like, I'm gonna take a load off, because yes, I'm off, right? Pull up my phone and I start playing this game. And this is a game I've been hooked on for a while. It's like a game in which you swing from building to building, trying to get the highest distance score you can. And it was like, normally I get like 500 points, 500 feet, 500 to 700 feet somewhere. And they're like, I get like 631, 423, just random numbers like that. But this time I got an all-time high score, right? And it's amazing what the number turned out to be. It ended up being 4,444. It's like hitting the slots. The odds and the probability of that happening is so low, because it's a constant dial on that game, And so when I saw this number, it was instant. In my head, I was like, look these up. I don't know why. I wasn't even really familiar with angel numbers in the first place. I've heard of them, but I didn't know anything about them. But something in my head told me to look up repetitive numbers, right? And I came across angel numbers. And so I look it up and I look at this website, and pretty much I'm a person that prays, right? I meditate and I pray at the same time. And I'll let my deepest desires for myself, my deepest wishes for myself and the human race, for you all, I let it be known to the universe. I radiate all the feelings of love and everything that I want in the world. I radiate it through my meditation and prayer. And so for this website to say the things it did, it was pretty much everything I needed to hear. And it was amazing. It gave me so much confidence to move towards my goals. Not only it was basically a response from angels, from the universe, from God, whatever you want to say. But it's what I needed to hear. And I would like to share it with you if you want to stick around. So it says angel number 44. And from then on out, after I saw, 4,444, I started seeing 44 everywhere. And it's not like I was looking for it, but it just started popping up. Every time I pulled my phone out at work and checked the time, it was like 11:44, 12:44, 1:44, so stuff like that pops up everywhere. It's amazing. But I'll go ahead and read what the website says. And these right now are the attributes that I would pray for within myself, to build the strength and the characteristics that I value within myself. This is what I try to build. And it goes on to say, number 44 carries the double vibrations of the number 4, making its energies and influences magnified. So number 4 resonates with the attributes of support and stability, establishing solid foundations for the self and others, willpower and effort, and ability and worthiness, hard work and achieving success, wholeness and inner wisdom. And number 4 is associated with our passions and drive. And those are all characteristics within myself that I would say stand out to me more than others, that I want to build upon. It also says, pay attention to your intuition and your inner wisdom, as I always talk about. Pay attention to your intuition, as your connection with your angels and angelic realm is very strong at this time. You're encouraged to continue on your current path, as your drive and determination will lead you to success and fulfillment. What else does it say? And it says, when it appears repeatedly, it's a message to you that you are being surrounded by helpful, loving angels who wish to bring you peace of mind and joy of heart. The repeating angel number 44 indicates that you are being given support and encouragement along your path. And when faced with an obstacle, rest assured that your angels are most willing to assist. And then the last one, I don't read the whole thing to you, but angel number 44 is a message that says you have nothing to fear in regards to your life work and your divine purpose and soul mission. The angels surround you and support you. And I look at this YouTube connecting with you all and trying to inspire others, share love through my videos, and be there for you all in this way. I look at that as my life mission and my soul purpose. So those were all the things that I just needed to hear, because this happened about 6-7 months ago when all this stuff was still I was still on the edge of, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to put myself out here on YouTube to be judged and ridiculed? And do I really want to do that, take that chance? And that gave me the push I needed. And so whenever, and it goes even further than that though. I'll share one more story because it's going to be kind of a long video, guys, but hopefully you all can benefit from it. That's my intention here. But whenever I'd have a certain thought, right, like a thought like to do something or to pursue something or to stop doing this, or right there, 44 would appear shortly after. And it's only with certain thoughts. I'll give you an example that 44 influenced this entire chain of events that happened in my life one day after I got off of work. I was driving home, and I'm at a red light, and I pull my phone, check my bank account, because I need to know how much money I have in order to get this part for my car that I needed at AutoZone. I needed some spark plugs, right? Gotta tune your car up. So I go over to the AutoZone, and I pull up, and then I see my dad's car right there. I'm like, oh, that's weird, because the 44 was there when I had the thought, check, do you need to get car parts for your car? It was there, and I was like, okay, I'll do it, whatever. I listened to it. This was like months after, being guided. And so I pull up and my dad's coming out the store. I'm like, oh, it's weird to bump into him in places because we work so much. He works, I work all the time that, we don't really get to see each other too much. So we just bump into each other at the store. So I see him, like I'm telling him about it, you know, the 44, and you know, I told him about it in the past, but you know, he's always like, okay, whatever. I mean, that's cool. It's cool, son. Hope my boy's not crazy, you know. No, he probably doesn't think that. I know he doesn't. But you know. But anyway, so I was telling him about this stuff, and you know, I'm getting my spark plugs and all the supplies I need for my car. And as I'm telling about it, we get to the cash register, and I'm just like, man, this number is everywhere, Dad. This number is everywhere. I'm telling you. And so he rings it up and he's like, all right, the total is $44 and something cents. And I'm like, what I tell you? You hear what he just said? And he was like, you know, he was laughing. He started laughing because you know it was just so ridiculous. But I mean, it was actually happening. And then but to compound it, my dad was like, okay, well, you know, you're missing something. You forgot something, right? I'm like, what? He's like, you need to ask for your gauge number. And he initiated this. I wouldn't have asked for it. And I'm like, okay, the gauge number for my spark plugs. So I'm like, okay, I asked the guy, hey, what's the gauge number for, I have a 2002 Mitsubishi Galant. What's the number? He's like, okay, the number. All right, it's going to be 44. What I tell you, Pops? And it was so cool because I didn't feel crazy anymore because he was there to witness the whole thing. And so it's just kind of been a guide, a push. It's always led to something positive for me in my experience. And I read yours, John, 333, and it's pretty amazing. From what I've read, you have a good heart. You know, you have a lot of potential and a lot of things that the universe is going to use you as a catalyst for, to bring a lot. You're going to bring a lot of light and love into this world based on, you know, me just reading that. Especially if it's been happening for 5 to 7 years, you know, there's a lot there for you. And on there it said, you know, whenever the 333 appears for you, you know, call upon your angels and ask for love and guidance, and they will give it to you. So, but it has so many more attributes describing you on there, which I found to be so amazing. I'll leave a link for it in the description box, and I hope, you know, this video has been helpful for you and whoever else may have had these experiences. And for those of you who didn't have this experience, I hope this can be a way for you to, you know, make the connection that, hey, okay, maybe there is more to this. Maybe we do connect to more than what we, you know, may perceive. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you found it interesting and enjoyed my story. Much love to you all. And if you have any questions, leave comments. Be sure to like and comment and share. That's always nice. It makes me feel good, you know. Yay. But much love to you all, and until next time.